Saturdays ago, I drank a little bit, and it put me out for a week and a half.
Tough.
Mine.
It's because Al, we have a lot of KMs on our bodies, on our mind, and it's just because we've chosen to live
I did
this.
10 km today, and it was fine.
I know, which is I'm happy for you. In all honesty, I actually am.
1,100 calories.
Which you consumed at my house in about 25 minutes.
Go.
Let's go.
اللي بتأثر تنورة ليه بتأثر تنورة تلحقها عيون الشباب.
Welcome to a special edition of the podcast. Alec Dex, Park Place Alec. I don't know which one we're going to get today.
We're going to get a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
I want some history between us as friends. I want some about you as a mature businessman. Alec Dex, welcome to the pod.
Thanks for having me.
You definitely don't want to be here.
I definitely do not want to be here.
But
because you mentioned we're friends, I just found out about that, by the way.
A lot of history. We're going to talk about
here.
a lot of that. The
Yeah.
good stuff only, because you're getting married in October. Shout out Lily. Shout out Lily. Where's my main camera? Right there. Shout out Lily. Shout out. Love you. Love you. Love you. You're the best. Welcome to the pod. You've grown up a lot in the last few years.
Yeah.
You've grown up a lot in the last few years. Tell the world, tell the podcast viewers, because this is basically a podcast about me. It's not really about my guests, but tell the viewers how.
Why did I interview you?
That's final episode of this year is going to be me and only me, and people are going to ask questions, sending questions, going to be like a question.
End of season 1.
End of season 1. But while we're still in season 1, I had to get Alec Dex on the pod. I had Sacco D at Ultraviolet. He was unbelievable. Spoke very well.
Couldn't make that one, unfortunately.
But that just gives us a chance to be here today. So I'm happy about that. Tell the world about our relationship as friends first.
Actually, can I tell the story about the first day I met you?
Fuck, I don't even remember that. But
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell everyone the first day I met you,
everyone, tell
and
everyone.
about
Cheers, first of all.
how I knew we were gonna be friends for a while.
Okay.
We were planning your birthday at EFS. You and Jamil.
My
You guys
25th.
were doing a joint birthday.
Right. Shout out Jimmy, we love you. You're coming up soon.
I don't know what Sacco was asking me. He was asking me, okay, like you got to do these crazy packages, this, that, whatever. And I'm like, I don't even know who these people are, but no problem. Put something together. So you guys had your time that night. I was like doing my own thing at EFS. The next day, Sacco wakes me up and he's like, we got to go to Real Sports. There's a soccer game on.
Oh my God, how was that with Josie and the whole? It
Yeah.
was Real Madrid Barca.
Yeah, Josie
my
came.
God.
We were all there. So me, Josie, Sacco go. You guys all come later. We got so tanked. I think our bill was like just shots was like $2,100
Fuck.
on just shots. We ended up asking the server for a red card. She didn't have any, so we made a red card. We made a yellow card. We kept giving random people walking by red cards.
I had a whistle.
You had a
on my
whistle.
thing, yeah.
We kept kicking them out of Real Sports.
Yeah, people were like, well, I gotta go. Like, yeah, you gotta leave. You're red carded. Get the fuck out of here.
That was the unfortunate day that I took your number into my phone, and
That was the first time we met?
yeah.
Fuck. And then my birthday was, I think it was the night before, the night after, or
night
whatever.
before. It was the
Yeah,
night
because
before.
I don't know. I don't remember meeting you or anybody else that night. But thank you for helping host that. That was an unbelievable birthday, 25th. 5 years later now, 6 years later now, and we're still here, still drinking, still living life. So cheers to that.
Cheers again.
Okay. Yeah, we do a lot of cheers on this pod. We never really stop. So let's take it back. So obviously, brother to Sacco D, Armenian. Not born in Lebanon. Your brother was.
Yeah,
But you have
family's born
some-
in Lebanon. I'm the only Canadian.
Yeah, but you are Lebanese, arguably more than your brother.
I Depke a lot better.
You asked me to get a Zephi for your wedding.
Yeah,
I don't know. What did you end up picking? You didn't pick?
I'm picking between the two, from
Yeah.
Georgia and from Montreal.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're getting married in October.
Yep.
How do you? Yeah, let's go right into it. Good segue. How do you feel about that?
Excited. We were just in Miami last week. We finished the majority of it. We finally locked in a welcome party venue. I turned him into a client, actually.
See.
The venue turned into a client without even me asking him.
You're segueing into different. Okay, it's okay. Go.
We're gonna segue
Talk
back
about
and
the business.
forth.
Yeah, we're gonna go back.
Forget
and forth.
about the business for now. Let's
Yeah.
talk about the wedding.
Okay.
Um,
I'm invited.
you almost made the cut, but you did make the
Just
cut.
recently got a +1.
And you just recently got a +1. But
Thank
let's
you.
see if she stays a +1. You never know.
Might have to cut that.
A
Depending
long
on
time.
By
long
the time this
from
airs,
now until then.
Anyways,
So-
yeah. Thank you for the invite, though. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
and then couple things left. Zephe cruise left. Venue's done. Food tasting phenomenal. You're gonna love it. Entertainment's done. we're almost there. We're almost there. So it's getting easier. It's getting more exciting now.
So for the people that don't know, you picked Miami.
Miami is the destination.
Destination wedding, Miami. Can't wait. It's going to be sick.
Yep.
It's going to be sick. Shout out Ado for making us go all the way to fucking Italy for your wedding.
For 7 flights.
7 flights, 4 days to get there. A lot more money. Abu Samra's coming to both, which is insane. Shout out Abu Samra.
Shout out Abu Samra.
The only guy that actually takes his shirt off
And
every time.
fantastic teeth. Fantastic.
They were expensive. But yeah, October, Miami. Until then, are we going to get a bit of Alec Dex, or are we going to get Park Place Alex between now and the wedding? What kind of person are you going to be?
It's always Park Place Alec. It's always Park Place Alec.
God.
I ran a 10K today, by the way, before this podcast. I'm just saying.
Before this podcast, woke up early,
Woke up at 7,
ran 10K in.
an hour and 19. I didn't want to bring that part up, but
An hour and 20. Hour and
19, and
yeah.
now we're here.
And going to Ed Sheeran tonight.
And more dance. I'm going to do 40,000 steps by the end of today. This is going to be bananas.
Does Alec Dex or Park Place Alec, does he ever stop? Does he ever take a moment to breathe in all that he's done and him as a person and him as a businessman? Or does he just fully go all the time? Because people only know you really as fully go all the time.
There's 2 extremes of Alec. There's Alec Dex and there's Park Place Alec.
Saturday
it's either
night.
work, or
June 17th, this
things
Saturday.
we don't bring up.
The OnlyFans version of this episode will be aired shortly after the real one goes live. We'll give you all the code, the link to get it. But Alec Dex, let's go back to Alec Dex version. So you started in the entertainment business with your brother, the
Yep.
hospitality business. You guys had EFS. You guys had, you have Ultra right now. New places coming. Is that going to be in your life forever, or do you think Park Place Alec is going to take over on your...
Well, no, Park Place Alec's already taken over. Like, that's my main focus, my baby. It's what I do. It's all I breathe, right? But the nightlife stuff, it's more of like an investment now, rather than anything. I don't really spend as much time on it as Sacco does. Obviously, it's his bread and butter. But yeah, it's Park Place Alec all the way.
But then hospitality is fun. Like,
I mean,
it's
look,
fun.
they both go hand in hand too.
Right.
It's vacation rental management accompanied with hospitality. It's basically the same roots that you need to have in order to run both. At the end of the day, you're pleasing guests in a nightclub or an Airbnb or vacation rental. So similar ideologies there, but it goes hand in hand.
It does. It's all about making people feel at home.
Like I feel at this beautiful home studio you got going on.
Let's just get it out of the way here. The first ever client of Park Place.
This condo right here.
This condo
here was my first condo. I didn't know what the... Can I swear on this?
Say whatever the fuck you want.
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. It was a complete shit show. His brother would give me shit every day. What are you doing? You're renting out too cheap, this, that, whatever. Then I got a bunch of condos at the building across.
Yeah, everyone's got to start somewhere.
Ice condos.
Ice. Shout out Ice.
Shout
a lot
out
of good
Ice.
things happen in Ice
Paying
now.
for the wedding, Ice. Ice
Shout
is
out
paying
Ice.
for the wedding.
Paying for the wedding. Shout out Mo Khan, former Ice resident. Yes, I'll see you Wednesday in New York.
He never gave me his unit, Mocan.
Too rich. When you're too rich, like...
It's tough,
yeah,
tough,
it's
tough, Mo. Tough, Mo.
Still a soft spot. But it started then, and very happy for you to see where it's grown. Should have been in on the
Thanks for
business
believing
too.
in me.
Yeah, I should have been on the business too, but I'm the king of sports betting, so I don't know what it is. But to see where you've come is special. But I gotta say, I'm not married, I'm the youngest, this and that. I still like to see the original Alec
Dex.
I still like to see him come out because it's two personalities, same person. But you switch on, switch off. Right now, I can feel the vibe right now. Ed Sheeran's coming. You're having a couple drinks.
Big night.
That twinsy of Cass says, we got to finish at least 3/4 of that.
You got to pour another shot.
I will. I'm going to pour another shot. But before, this is Podcast 101. Before I pour another shot, I got to ask you something. So while you answer, I pour.
It's got to be a long answer then, so go ahead.
Long enough. Is she the one? Lily, I love you, but I got to hear his answer while I pour a shot. And tell us about the origins of Lily and Alec, please.
I think she is the one. I mean, we're actually officially married as of last October.
For that, we do a shot.
We tied the knot here prior to going to Dubai and Qatar for the World Cup because We were told that that's the play by your aunt, actually. She
My
scared
aunt?
the shit out of me.
My aunt?
She said there's no way you guys can sleep in the same hotel room if you're
Oh.
not married in Qatar. So I think my mom put her up to it, but we did it. We did it in the Armenian church here, but the official gathering with everybody,
Yeah.
October. Not backing out anytime soon, I'll tell you that. She is the
No,
one.
she is the one. She's great.
She's the Netflix
great.
special. She's the one.
Love you, Lils. She's coming by soon. We're gonna see her soon. But yeah, that's a big step. And has being in a serious relationship, almost married, helped or hurt your business?
Helped.
In what ways? Tell us.
1,000% helped.
You gotta expand. I need to know.
Alec Dex of previous to Park Place Alec. Every day, she grounds me. She calms me down. She grounds me. I have something to look forward to when I get home, so I don't get antsy. You know me. I'm a hyper guy.
Yeah, you're fucked.
I need to
You're
be
fucked.
doing something at
100%.
all times.
Yep.
Prior to Lily, get home, go out, this, that, hungover the next day. Now get home. I got my beautiful dog. I have my beautiful wife.
Shout out Brody. We love you.
Shout out Brody,
Yeah.
the love of my life. We got home, we hang out, it's fun, chill. I didn't even go out last night. It was Friday night last night.
You didn't go out.
I didn't want to go out. I want to hang out with them because I missed them from the entire week.
I think I have a
I
hat.
cannot wait for my brother to start.
I call Cap.
My brother's gonna start ripping on me after this. Let's do a shot so the honesty starts coming out.
Yeah. We should go live on IG to see how much of this is Cap live. Cheers. Oh, they don't go down as easy as they used to. Is that right or wrong?
That was nice. The smoky.
Yeah.
Shout out George Clooney.
Shout out George Clooney, Casa, one of our friend to the podcast, George Clooney. Thank you for always your support and all your love. we love you.
It's tough. We just upgraded the bar to get Casamigos.
Yeah. You have to at the wedding. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
I was thinking 42. I mean, Park Place is doing good now. So
I heard about the last wedding you guys were at, so I upgraded it.
shout out Roro XO. I love you. One of three, I think 2 or 3 tables at her wedding that had Casamigos on the table when we got there. It was a nice gesture. Unfortunately, we're animals, so we had to make a couple LCBO stops to, supply and demand. It's all about supply and demand in this world, right? Tell us about supply and demand in Park Place. Tell us about supply and demand in Park Place. So you started this property rental business, which I think at the beginning was, I don't want to say it was tough, but there was a lot of red tape, and there still is red tape.
It was easier before than now in Toronto, but
Yeah.
I mean, COVID, blessing in disguise. A lot of people I understand went through rough times in COVID. We were just in Toronto. It was Toronto only. COVID hit. We were like, we got to shut down. Like, our expenses are too high. There's no way we're going to make payroll, this, that, whatever. My now partner, Nicole, mentioned, hey, let's try a new market. I hear Miami's popping off. Took a risk, put some investment into it, opened up Miami, blew up. Then Scottsdale blew up. Then LA, Vegas, Dallas, on and on and on.
Everywhere.
So it started with Toronto, but Toronto's more difficult to short-term rent with the new bylaws.
Red tape.
But the fact that we have all these other cities supplementing it makes it a little easier.
Will Toronto forever be your home, Alec, or are you eventually going to make a move to Miami or somewhere else?
So the plan is to make the move to Miami in January.
Wow.
Me and Lily.
The move.
The move.
I'm not going to see you down the street
This
anymore.
weather's tough. The
Yeah, the
weather's tough.
winters are tough,
It's
yeah.
June. It's what? How many degrees
Fucking
is it right
21,
now?
22.
It's not even
tough.
21. I'm freezing. Your window's open. My hairs are standing over here. It's cold. It's June. It's cold.
Well,
There you're sweating. It's nice.
I just spent. We went to our friend Adonis's bachelor party in Mexico, and on the way back, we both had to be in Miami for a day. So me and Alec went to Miami for a day, and I'll tell you honestly,
We went to Brickell for a day. Miami is very different
yeah,
from Brickell.
I'm not a big South Beach guy,
Not a big South Beach guy.
but Brickell, he took me to Brickell, and I felt like I was he was my tour guide because he knows the city so well. How many units in Brickell, the greater Brickell region? Brickell.
In Brickell, we have about 100. All of Miami-Dade and Broward County, we have about 170.
Which is unbelievable. So this guy knows Brickell, and we went on a Tuesday. I think it was a Tuesday. It was midweek Tuesday. We landed and we flew together from
Where did we
Mexico
go?
to
We
Miami.
went to Sugar, Dirty French.
We went to like 7 places, and every place was popping. It was a Tuesday. I smacked Daniel Craig in the face at Sexy Fish. That was good. Shout
Oh, we
out
went to Sexy
007.
Fish.
Shout out 007. We love you. You're another friend of the pod.
No time to die.
But Alec, you that is kind of when whatever you talk a lot, this and that. Not that you're true or not or lying, but like you showed me Brickell, and I felt like you knew it in and out, and everywhere you went was
Well, that's
great.
my home. That's why I'm there every 2 weeks.
So I believe it. I truly believe that. I'm sad to see you gone in January.
Now you have somewhere to visit.
But my brother moved to Florida.
Big play.
So my brother's there. I got cousins there. I got you there now. Maybe the podcast will make a full-time move to Brickell if you'll have me.
Producer Terry out there full time.
Producer Terry, he's got to go West Coast, East Coast. He got to go west for Ryan, and he's got to come east for us. Well, we'll see what happens. The winters are tough. You're not wrong. You're not wrong there. But we'll see. Miami's nice. I mean,
So we just opened up our first office in the U.S. in Brickell, walking distance from my condo.
the SLS building.
Yeah.
We walked past it
Yeah,
when
yeah.
we were there.
So I always wanted to make sure that, because here my office is walking distance from my condo, I want to make sure where I live and where I work is walking distance. So everything's pretty much set up. Now it's just get the wedding out of the way. I mean, not out of the way. Very excited for it.
Yes.
But
Please.
very excited. But get the wedding done. There's the holidays right after. Get that done. This is going to be my last time I put on. This winter will be the last time. I tell Lily all the time, this will be the last time I put on a winter coat. This winter.
Crazy.
I will never put on a winter coat again.
What about Silva?
I told you about my Under Armour order.
Yeah,
that was
$5,000 on Under Armour.
That was for a purpose. I do not want to wear pants or a long sleeve ever again in my life. Like, this is ridiculous.
What if the
we put
Raptors make a run, the Leafs or the Jays make a run, and we're October baseball and fucking Toronto, and the Jays are gonna win the World Series? And don't say you're a Yankee fan, because you're not.
Do I give a fuck? I'll go to New York in shorts and a t-shirt in the middle of fucking October, November to watch it, but definitely not coming to Toronto for the Jays.
Yankees win a World Series or Jays win a World Series? What would you prefer first?
Jays. Sorry.
Jays.
Cut that,
Terry.
ASAP.
Cut that the right
that
way so we
ASAP.
know exactly what his heart said.
Yankees.
His heart said Jays. Vladdy
It's
Jr.
Yankees.
La
It's
Cata
Yankees.
Power.
It's Yankees.
You're a
Yankees
Yankee
all
guy
day.
through and through,
All day,
huh?
all day, all day. I would like to see the Jays win, but if it's ever Yankees-Jays playoffs, Yankees.
So, yeah, I mean, we almost died when we went to, where did we go? Where we were wearing, we went to the Jays game here, and you were wearing Yankee stuff. And, yeah, we almost
Couple
died.
weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago, yeah.
I thought it was hot dog day.
$18 for a fucking hot dog. You told me it was Toonie Tuesday hot dogs. You got fucked. I don't have the money you have, man. I don't have the money you have.
This is Givenchy,
Hey, yeah.
Z-Podcast. There's a lot going on over there.
Alec Dex,
What's up, baby?
tell me the toughest moment in your life so far.
The day I met you.
Trying to get into a little.
I'm trying to improve myself, trying to do 10K a days. I want to pick up squash, this, that. You keep calling me names, this, that. I want to improve.
I just want you to be your true self. Whatever you think your true self is. And I think I know who you are truly. I think I know you are as a person. I want you to be that person. So I'm trying to get into a little touchy-feely moment here. So in all seriousness, the toughest moment you've had in your life.
COVID was the most difficult time that I've ever been through in my life, because you know me. And Lily, God rest her soul, she like helped me through it. I was
God bless her soul,
mentally.
God rest her soul. She's not dead yet. You want to kill her, we'll kill her. But
Well, I don't know, like it just
Yeah.
that's what you say. Anyways, she's an angel. She dealt with it all. She helped me through it. You know me. I need to always be doing something. It's always forward motion. It's why I sometimes get too drunk, because I can't stop. I work too hard because I can't stop. It's always like extremes.
two
right?
speeds, Alex Dex. 2 speeds.
COVID just paused. Like, there was nothing to do. You can't see anybody. There's nothing. There was nothing there. And I remember one time I was driving to my parents' place, and Lily's like, "You're not speaking. Something's wrong. Like, what's wrong? This, that, whatever." And I just mentally was broken, and I broke down, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I can't live life not seeing people anymore, and having fun with friends and being out or working or this and that. This is prior to the Miami play. Like, we were just starting it, and it wasn't that big
We're
yet.
still Toronto Central. Yeah.
So she, like, I just broke down, and she's like, she rubbed my back in the car, I remember, and she was like, I think you should take a little bit of a trip yourself. Go to Miami, go meet your partners, go do this, that, whatever. Go experience life again. Come back and you'll be recharged. So I did. But like that beginning period of COVID, sorry, let me take that back. At the beginning, it was a lot of fun. because we all moved into my parents' house.
Yeah.
Me, my brother, Cruz, Rain. Well, Rain wasn't born yet, but like.
Shout out Rain, fucking adorable. I love her.
We all moved into my parents' house. It was like growing up again. It was so much fun for like 2 months, but then everyone went to their own places back, and that's when it became lonely, and it was hard. It's hard.
Where to go too? Like
Hard.
you guys own these establishments. I remember Sack coming out of the office one day. He's like, "You gonna come by tonight?" I'm like, "What time?" He's like, 5 to 10. I'm like, "How the fuck does that work? You want me to go get hammered from 5 to 10 and go home?"
Yeah.
And the red tape in the city.
It was hard.
And I hate to have COVID. COVID's somehow a big part of all my podcast episodes, but you know, a lot of people dealt with shit. You're telling me the toughest time in your life was during that period, and like the actual virus turned out to not be. You know, people died, whatever. We're not discounting that, but
that was like a mental breakdown too, right? Like a lot of people had like financial breakdown. Like there was so many different types of
stress on
everyone, and mine is probably the least because it was like something you can kind of control in your head. It wasn't fine. Like there was a lot of other major factors for other people in life, but I think about it, I just broke my mind down, and I'm a mentally tough guy, and I couldn't handle it. I could not handle not being around a lot of people and my friends and fun. Your mom used to Lysol me when I used to come and stand on your driveway.
You know what?
Like from head to toe, I used to get Lysol.
I know. She used to wash the fucking vegetables. I said, you're putting more fucking shit on it than there was on it. When you got it.
My favorite story is when my brother told me that's why we moved into my parents' place, because he was building his house, and when we all left is when his house was done, and he was going to pick out couches or furniture, lighting. He was picking out lighting, and he was like, "I saw Renee today." I'm like, "Where?" He's like, "The lighting store." I'm like, "Oh, nice. Did you say hi?" He's like, "It was kind of hard. She had her sweater tucked into her gloves, her socks tucked into her sweatpants, mask tucked into her sweater, hoodie on. Like it was a." He's like, I couldn't really talk to her.
Shout out Chef Ree, we love you. It was tough during COVID. We had a lot of fights, a lot of arguments.
Chef Ree killed it.
But you made it out, and now she's living her best life in Florida. 2 grandkids coming. Shout out Nick. Shout out Tony.
Big surprise last week.
A big surprise last week. She surprised, and she gave me a little bit of a break. Crystal needs a break too.
I was with Nico the night before. He had no idea.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, they ended up sneaking in the house, and she, it was a thing. It was a time. But yeah, COVID was tough on everybody, man. So it's not just you. It was tough on all of us. Being people like us, like yourself, myself, your brother, our brothers, our families, our friends. We need people. We need to be.
It's the Arab blood.
It's the Arab blood. Let's talk about that a little bit, because first of all, your wedding is gonna be. Shout out all my Persians. Shout out all my Persians in the world. Okay, I love all of you, and you're half of the wedding. But inherently, us Lebanese, we're gonna take this wedding over. I love Lily. We're close.
No comment.
No, we're close culture. We're close culturally. A lot of words cross over, this and that. But
we're 50-50.
He doesn't know I'm flying Tony Eden.
Is this
secretly? This is live. We're live.
It's 50-50.
It's fully 50-50. 80-20 on the OnlyFans. 80-20. No, but listen, we just inherently take it over. Listen, have you ever been to a bad Lebanese wedding? Be honest.
No.
Your brother's wedding. Clarida, love you. Albanian, we love you.
Best wedding of all time.
Bahamas was never the same again. They still trying to prepare the Bahamar from what we did to it. And fucking when did you
best wedding of all time? November right before COVID. Yeah. November 2019.
Yeah, and that was an amazing time, and we turned up, and we had everything. We're not like Arab, like we're not Arab central. Like we played fucking Jewish music. Shout out Shlomo, we love you. We played fucking Italian music. we did the whole thing because that's how the kind of people we are. We're inclusive. So back to COVID, it was tough. It was tough.
It hit right after. It was like 3. Imagine being at your peak high, this, that, so much, and then boom, shut down for 2 weeks. Cool. Let's have some fun.
2 weeks.
2 more weeks. Okay, let's move to mom's place. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Done.
The needle kept moving, and I think that's what made people so frustrated. The needle kept moving. The requirements, the all that stuff. It kept moving and moving until, at some point, we ended up going to Abu Salman's restaurant, and that was a super spreader.
Ado.
The culprit is debatable, but the culprit's debatable. But zoom. But once we all got it and recovered, it was like a breath of fresh air. It's like, okay, this is it. It's a sickness. We get it. But I think the world started living after those. What was it called? Omicron or whatever.
Omicron,
Omicron, whatever the fuck was called, Omicron. That strain that was lighter, but spread faster, as they say, allowed people to get over it, and I think that's when the world started going back to normal.
I think the world started going back to normal when
I started the podcast.
The podcast, yeah.
Which is
You
true.
brought everyone back together.
I know, and I've been off for a couple weeks, and people are not happy about it. But I needed to take some time for
That's
myself.
when chickenpox came in. But now it's gone again because of today.
Alec, tell me about your life growing up. Your brother was born in Burj Hamud, Lebanon. You were born here.
Shout out Burj Hamud,
You're
baby.
Armenian. You're Armenian by trade. Your family has a lot of Lebanese in
Yeah,
you.
I grew
By-
up.
Yeah.
I went to
by
college
trade.
for it.
Yeah. Big Armenian guy can go through the whole alphabet, no problem. Which is a lot, saying a lot for him. But your life growing up, what kind of kid were you? What kind of person were you?
I was a complete nut job. I was a psychopath. I remember my brother studying for like an exam in his bedroom, and I would, with all his friends, and I would run in and just start pulling his drawers out and just start throwing it out the window for absolutely no reason. Bit of a crazy guy growing up, but then I calmed down. Calmed down.
Are you your father's son?
I am my father's son.
Can we talk about your father for a second?
The best guy in the world.
I've never seen a guy drink. First of all,
Happy Father's Day, Dad. I'll see you tomorrow.
tomorrow, happy Father's Day. Doomit, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow as well. I've never seen
Doomit hates you, by the way.
I'm literally Doomit's like right
Doomit
hand.
calls me his son. And Doomit tried to trade you
He
for
tried
me.
to trade, but it was vetoed
With
by
my
the
dad.
commissioner. The commissioner
Yeah.
vetoed it, unfortunately. But let me tell you something. I've never seen a guy 80 pounds soaking wet, Uncle Tony. I love you, Uncle Tony. You're on the pod. Somehow, some way, I'm going to get you on the pod.
This is good.
This is good. Yeah, doesn't speak much English. He's half Arabic, half Armenian. But
What is this?
what is this? Yeah. Every time you need a luggage, let's shout out the luggage company, please.
Shout out the Baggery, Hillcrest Mall, Upper Canada.
Shout out them. If you need any luggage, you go buy from them. We'll give them a tag in here. But your dad is just, he's a weapon. He drinks like a fish. He's 80 pounds soaking wet. Never had a bad time with your father.
He's the best.
All the shit you've done in your life, good and bad. You ever had any tough times with your father?
He's helped me through a lot. He's got me through a lot of my tougher times that we can't really bring up on the pod.
We
But
can talk on the pod. We can talk.
he's helped me through a lot. He's my hero. He's the guy. He's my main motivation. And I know it sounds cliche because everybody says it, but I literally work my ass off to, build a better future for the entire family. And,
So that they're proud of you. Your mother, I mean, I party with them more than I party with you.
So my brother is my mom's son.
Yes, your brother is
very
your mom's
split.
son. Yes, your dad and you are similar. I could see that 100%.
Yeah.
But your mother's a saint. She's an angel. And I think without being too cliche, also, she wants the best for you.
For
right?
sure.
So some of the shit we do, I think we're kind of cut from the same cloth in the sense that we don't know the stop button.
Happy Mother's Day.
Backdate that. Happy Mother's Day. Get us a real Terry, please, for Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. We love you. Silva, Chef, we love you guys. But do you ever butt heads with your mom because she...
All the time.
Right.
I tell her to give my dad less stress. I
tell
back
her.
my dad up.
Tough.
Tough.
The last thing your dad needs
Tony,
is
close the garage. Why don't you close the garage? You're right there.
Your mom says that.
I step in and say, why don't
Yeah.
you close the garage?
Yeah. So she yells at dad and you defend dad.
I defend that.
And then Sacco's there saying, no.
Sacco's there sleeping usually on the couch.
Sacco's aged. He's aged. He's aged. He's good. But Cruz Rain, adorable. Sacco, we love you. We wish you were here with us. But he's in Montreal for F1.
F1.
How does he do it? How does he continue to live this?
That's a big. I've been trying to figure out because me and Lily just did a Jurassic Park from 1 to 6, and I was googling how does Jurassic Park ever happen in real life, and it's like this mystery that could never happen.
You're talking about the
movie.
the dinosaurs.
So I was googling if this could actually happen in real life, and it was like, okay, there's a piece of DNA in the movie that was found from millions of years ago that can never happen in real life. This is Sacco, something that nobody can replicate ever again. It's a movie.
You have to tell me, is it Tony's genes? Is it so? The guy
Tony, honestly, Tony's like that too. He could drink, party, whatever.
goes to bed at 3, wakes up at 5, and keeps
Back to
going.
work, normal.
How-
And then he'll party again at night.
How
Doesn't
the
matter.
fuck does that work?
I can't do that.
No, we need
I was-
sleep a little bit.
This is why I did the 10K today. And you're like, what's wrong with you? Why are you trying to be healthy? I'm trying to
Shout out my health.
I'm trying to join a not badminton, squash club.
Give me a
And-
membership on the house, 2 for 1.
Sick club. Shout
Toronto
out
Athletic Club, we're coming.
Toronto Athletic Club.
We're gonna shout you out on this. I want 50% off monthly.
and Cambridge Club. You got to do two.
We'll do the whole thing. We'll
Adelaide
do the whole
Club.
thing.
Sorry, I don't really want to use you.
Stuff.
But,
Adelaide stuff.
but it 2 Saturdays ago I drank a little bit and it put me out for a week and a half.
Tough.
A week and a half I was working this that, but I was numb. Mine.
It's because Al, we have a lot of KMs on our bodies, on our mind, and it's just because we've chosen to
I
live
did
this.
10 km today and it was fine.
I know, which is I'm happy for you. In all honesty, I actually am. happy
1,100
for you,
calories.
which you consumed at my house in about 25 minutes.
go.
Let's go. Okay, as we get to the end, near the end of this podcast, I want to know
Who's better, you, Tony, or Nick?
I mean, I was gonna say it. You said it off the tip of my tongue. Who's your favorite Sophie?
Tony and Nico.
You can't just look in the camera on a fucking multi-million-dollar fucking podcast and say without hesitation, Tony. You can't. It doesn't work like
And
that.
Nico.
And Nico.
They're my top two for sure.
So you see Crystal on the street.
Let me tell you, actually, sorry. Let me rephrase this entire thing because I was just thinking the brothers.
Run it back.
Number one.
Cut that bum.
Number one favorite Sophie, hands down. She calls me more than any of the fucking Sophies out there. We speak about once a week for about 3 hours a day. Renee Sophie.
Shout out Jeffrey. Shout out Jeffrey. You're a
Alec. What's this girl Crystal's dating now, huh?
Listen. Every time we're hammered out and having a good time, this guy somehow thinks it's a good idea to call my mom. And
She's the best.
And my
3
mom,
a.m. 3
my
a.m.
mother
She picks
does,
up.
My
in
mother
bed.
does not know Do Not Disturb. She does not know silent. So when her phone rings at 3 a.m., it and she answers it. So 1 a.m.
She's not silent, so she doesn't know how to.
2 a.m., 3 a.m., and she picks up every time, and she's in bed, and what do you want, Alec? Not that me and Chris are here getting fucking hammered. And the next day, this is what Alec doesn't realize. The next day when I go home, you got fucking hammered last night, Chris, eh? And I'm like,
And then what? You
Well,
don't
how do you know?
realize, she'll call me the next day saying, "What happened with Crystal? What did he do?"
so we have to, if you love me, please, a little bit less drunk FaceTimes to mama.
Well, I'm not drinking anymore, so that's not a problem. I'll
Clearly.
just
Cheers
FaceTime
to
her.
that.
I'll
Cheers.
do sober FaceTime.
Cheers to not drinking ever again.
Number two, obviously, I gotta put Doomit in there because he is gonna be giving the poem.
Oh, he's got a massive speech right
He's
for
got
the
a
wedding.
poem going. He
Holy
called
fuck,
my
you can't-
parents saying, "Can you give me a little bit of background on them so I can write the poem?"
He's a big background guy. Big background.
I don't speak Arabic. I don't understand Arabic, but I'm sure the entire thing is gonna be in Arabic. And I think Lily's finding out about this the first time on this.
Lily, we're gonna somehow drop this Monday. Shout out Terry, shout out Maddie, our producers. We're gonna somehow get this turned around in 2 days.
So massive poem coming.
Yeah, Doom it, I love you. Make it a special one. But how many people are we expecting at the wedding that actually speak and understand Arabic? Honest number, honest count.
Out of the 160, I would say probably like 60.
Okay, those 60 people, you're gonna enjoy the fuck out of it. Those other 100,
Yeah, the bride and groom are not gonna know what the fuck's going on.
but 50 out of the 100 are gonna love it because Doom it's passion. You know, when he's using his hands and he's up and he's down or whatever, they're gonna love it. Those other 50, we don't like them anyway.
I'm part of the others. I don't understand Arabic.
Okay, you know what I'll do? I'll get the speech before and I'll put subtitles in.
Perfect.
Done. Deal? Deal?
So he's number 2 because of the speech.
Okay, so that's the family ranking. So
Yeah.
Chef Free, Doom it.
Yeah.
Tony,
General. Is General Safi?
General Jaja, but we could put him in there if you really want.
Oh, Jaja.
By the way, Liz, we're not making it to Ed Sheeran on time, by the way. I'm just telling you right
What
now.
time is I gotta fucking go.
4:40. This podcast might run 3 hours. You never know.
Number 3 is honestly because he made the move, fucking killed it with it. Nico, well done.
Your Miami partner, your neighbor.
Yeah.
Shout out, Nico. We love you. Hope the kids are growing well. Hope everything's going well.
Number 4, Tony, because I just want you to be last. So number 5, you.
But when you want to have a good time, who do you call? Who the fuck do you call? Tell the camera over there. Who do you call? That's right. Silence is fucking deadly.
Silence is golden.
Silence is golden. As we navigate towards the end of this podcast.
No, keep going.
You want to keep going? You're
Keep
loving it.
going.
He's having the time of his life. Make that a reel, by the way, Terry. Make that a fucking reel. What time's Ed Sheeran? We got time. So, honest question, Alec. Honest question. EFS days. Shout out EFS, one of the best nightclubs of all time.
Top.
Literally, Toronto, Miami, Lebanon. I've been everywhere. One of my favorite nightclubs of all time. Basically because we did what we wanted. We did whatever we wanted. The security would never bother us. They would help us if we had any issues ever. But why was it in your purview to always pull my pants down and put ice in my testicular region?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you the true
The
root
mindset. I
of-
want to know the thought process behind it.
So in my head, I'm like, okay, look, if he has ice in his pants and a girl needs ice in her drink, she can grab her from there, put her in the drink, and Crystal's getting action. I thought I was trying to fucking help you out. I was a wingman. 'Cause back then, Not much action on this side.
Back then.
I was trying to help.
Because I had the thinning hair.
Now you're dating a 10.
Dating a fucking 10.
Now it's a
I
10.
got the bald, beautiful head, low maintenance, high sex appeal.
Welcome to the wedding. Just last.
Yeah. Very quickly, welcome to the wedding. I don't know. Did she say yes?
I don't know.
I mean, she's coming. We're coming. But like we did a lot of stupid fucking shit in our days. Wayward.
Prior to Ultraviolet.
Wayward used to be.
Shout out Ultraviolet.
Used to be Wayward. And for some reason, always when Eti Ajram comes on, something inside of our veins. Yeah, tab, yeah, da la. We're gonna edit that in. Something happens inside Alec and I. Like even if he's on this side of the club and I'm on this side of the club, we connect.
Our baseball team was called Ajram's Army.
Ajram's Army. We were awful that year though, low key.
That's because you guys all went to Lebanon halfway through the season,
Yeah, that was tough.
and it was a 3-person team
We
left.
forfeited very, very early into the season. It was tough. But
Never doing
in
sports
any
with you
respect,
again.
Wayward, pre-Ultraviolet. Somehow, some way, we thought it was a good idea. Alex on that side of the club, I'm on this side of the club. They had very beautiful paintings. The paintings on the walls were like Mona Lisa, fucking this and that. I somehow thought, I heard this song and I said, I'm going to grab this fucking painting off the wall and go to the middle of the dance floor. What does this fucking psycho do? He grabs a painting on the other side of the club and comes to the middle of the dance floor. So there we are, in the middle of fucking Wayward, pre-Ultraviolet, dancing to Nancy Ajram with probably very expensive fucking paintings.
I remember I was on Addo's shoulders holding the painting, and I asked you to give me the bottle, and I started feeding the painting.
Mona Lisa had more vodka than that fucking
But
day.
that wasn't even the best part.
Tell me.
I think you forget the best part.
I forget a lot. Tell
It's
me.
when we were by the bathroom where that bar was,
Okay.
and there was that massive painting. It was
Behind
huge.
behind the bar. Fuck.
It's where the girls' bathroom was.
Okay.
There was
yeah.
a huge painting, and I'm like, Crystal, let's rip this off. So we rip it off the wall, and then I'm like, let's take it home. You're like, cool, let's go. Wayward has 1,000 steps going down.
Oh my God, that segues this into
No,
us.
no. Hold on. Let me finish.
Let you finish.
Don't worry about the scar right now. There's
Yeah,
1,000
wait,
steps
zoom in
going.
if Derry, zoom in on the fucking nose scar.
There's
please.
1,000 steps going down. Me and you are walking down with this massive painting, taking out of the club, and then
The movers were the movers.
And then Oleg's coming upstairs,
He's
walking
mad,
into the
angry,
club. He's like,
mad,
what are
angry.
you guys doing? I'm like, oh, we're just repurposing this. We'll be back with it. He's like, no, we got to take it back in.
Shout out Oleg, we love you. We don't really love you, but we love you. That was
We love
insane.
Oleg.
That was hilarious. That segues us into that little bump you have on your nose, Alec. Alec Dex. There's a little war wound scar on your nose.
Yeah.
It looks like it happened recently. So, do you want to tell us why you have that wound on your nose?
I tripped and fell. That's why I'm trying to be more active and healthy so I can get 10K run. My thighs are feeling great today. I won't fall ever again. I'll promise you that.
By the way, don't talk about thighs until you talk about acknowledge the calves.
If I had your calves today in the
Please.
10K run,
Terry,
okay,
zoom
I
in,
did it.
please.
I did it in an hour and 19. The winner was 29 minutes.
He's a psycho.
My friend Matt-
He doesn't smoke. He doesn't drink. He's a fucking weirdo.
My partner Matt did it in 42 minutes. If I had your calves, I would have done it in 7 minutes.
Literally
the
7
entire
minutes,
thing.
10Ks, no problem. But
Easily. I would have kept running. I would have done a marathon. I would have just kept going in circles the entire thing,
Okay.
lapping people.
But we were at the club together, Ultraviolet, last Saturday, right? Last Saturday,
Wait, you were there?
I was there with you. Matt's birthday.
Yeah, you were there?
I was there.
Nice.
I did not see you fall down the stairs, but I have footage that says that you fell down the stairs.
I'm telling you, these shoes are. I think they're a half size too big. And
I'm
they
gonna
just
give
got
you the
caught.
chance to tell the world about the falling down the stairs story. Just tell the world. Look in that camera. That's your camera. Look in that camera right there and tell them why you fell down the stairs.
I'm telling you, I got caught up. Feet one hit the other. Oh, hit the left wall. Matt tried to hold me, couldn't because I was fat then. Now I'm skinny because I did a 10K run today.
Right.
And then I just fell down, hit my head, hit my nose
did you
actually.
tumble?
And to be honest, this nose. A lot of
Been through a
people
lot.
say you have an Armenian nose. You have an Armenian nose. You have a bump. It's massive. Armenian nose. This nose has been through a lot.
Been through a lot, but you look good.
I've
You look
always
good. The
looked
hair's
good.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
The hair looks good. The beard. You look great. You look Ed Sheeran ready. Okay? Tonight after Ed Sheeran, what's the vibe? Just give it to me straight. What is the vibe after Ed Sheeran?
I thought we were going to Jacobs.
He was buying. You buying. Jacob's on it.
How much are you gonna make off this podcast?
I mean, if you repost it, we'll probably get about 3 million views. So
I mean, look, the biggest one I did was about 30,000.
okay, he's a pump. What's a pump? He's a fucking chump pump. He's a pussy chump.
What are you gonna get me?
I'll get you views. I might fucking manufacture them, but I'll get you views. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll get you views.
That was my first podcast, by the way. That was fantastic.
This pod,
Go check out.
As we near the end of it, I want to say you've been unbelievable. You've been funny. You've been serious. You've been honest. We can talk about your business a little bit more if you want, but I think everyone hit it on the head. If you ever want to rent a place, or you have a place that needs to be rented,
Forget about renting a place. Any realtor can rent a place. If you want to make that cash on cash.
can I get the first?
If you want to make that
Shout
cash
out,
on
Tony.
cash, you call the boys.
Can I get the first 30 seconds of the cash on cash Park Place speech, please, if you will? End us on that note, please.
So these guys keep making fun of me because I spoke in front of 1,000 people.
It was about 800.
It was 1,000.
800. That's okay.
1,000.
Okay.
And
Extras,
I was
extras.
panicking because it was my first time speaking publicly. So I was practicing. Hi, my name is Alec Dekirmendjian, and I'm the founder and CEO of Park Place Property Management. Now, if you want to earn that 30% cash on cash in that Sunshine State, call Park Place Properties. And I'm going to teach you how to make that 30%. Anyways, call us anyways. We'll help you out.
Park Place
Lebanon,
Properties.
Afghanistan, Israel,
We
Lebanon.
fucking land everywhere, homes everywhere. We'll rent them for you. We'll rent them
anywhere.
for you. Shout out Park Place Properties. Shout out Alec Deck. Shout out the new. You want to give the new venue a shout out quickly or no?
We don't have a name yet, but new venue a shout out.
Wherever we are in the coming weeks, it'll be there. Follow us there. Shout out Park Place. Shout out Mikey Booch. How you doing?
How you doing, baby?
Shout out Queens, New York. We love all of you. Shout out everybody listening today. Alec, I love you.
That was the first guy to make the move to Miami, by the way.
legend, absolute legend.
New
Everyone
York?
knows-
How do you leave New York?
New York. I don't know how you leave New York.
I don't know how you leave New York.
The Queensboro. Shout out to 718. No, but in all honesty,
He
a friend,
is Queens Boulevard.
You're a friend. He is Queens Boulevard. You're a friend. You're a brother. You're a businessman. I can't wait for your wedding. It's going to be a fucking time. I can't wait for tonight. I don't know what we have planned, what
Let's
we're going
hope
to do.
you make it.
But I really, really feel like old Alec Dex is going to come out tonight. And he only
Not
comes
a
out
chance.
very rarely,
Not a chance.
very sparingly. But I feel like Ed Sheeran might let you down a bit. He might give you a little, oh, baby mama, listen, I'm going to go home and make love to your girl.
If Ed Sheeran, I'm going to speak to which camera right now.
That one, that's yours. That's
If
yours.
Ed Sheeran brings out fucking Stormzy tonight, I will go apeshit. 20-year-old
20-year-old.
Alec is coming out tonight. Stormzy is the guy.
If Stormzy shows up, it's on site. See you
It's
at
on site. Everywhere. Ultraviolet. Everywhere. I'm
Everywhere.
not allowed to shout out anywhere else. So I'll see you guys at Ultraviolet.
See you everywhere but Ultraviolet.
But we'll be everywhere. Parlor. Ruby Soho.
Meet us in the middle of fucking King Street. We'll be naked with
30
our shirts off. Dup King.
3907?
Yeah, we can't-
3907.
we
No
can't-
buzzer needed, by the way.
And we can't say the address because we don't want anyone to come murder us. and
Yeah,
shit.
19 Grand Trunk Road. No buzzer.
No buzzer. I love you. Cheers.
Cheers.
To another
Thank
great
you.
pod episode.
Thanks for
That was
having me.
hilarious. That was fun.
Love you
The
guys.
podcast crew, we love you guys as well. Thank you for always being here.
Terry, Matt.
To a beautiful weekend and a beautiful night.
Let's go,
and
baby.
we're doing a live Zibod at the wedding, by the way. You got to tell Lily about that, by the way. Live on site, Miami. I'm going to fly the boys
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
It's going to be fucked.
So I'm going to tell a little story right before we sign
Right
off.
after my outro, you're gonna tell a fucking story.
The
Fine,
story
tell a
used to be
fucking
brought up the
story.
wedding, and to remind
Okay,
me
they're getting
of-
paid by the hour,
but
but fucking tell them anyway.
Oh, you got. So we're here for another 3 hours, and I'm gonna rinse
Tell them,
you
tell
hard.
the story. Make it good though.
So we were there. We're doing the walkthrough last week, like the final walkthrough. The event coordinator goes, "Oh, you know, Mark Anthony's wedding was just here. Like it was so exciting, blah blah." And I'm like,
Mark Anthony, J-Lo, Mark Anthony.
"Yeah." J-Lo apparently didn't show up to the wedding, and the kids didn't show up to the wedding because they have kids together. And I was
Right.
like, she was like, you know, we signed an NDA, but like, it's in Vogue magazine now, so we're allowed to talk about it. I'm like, okay, give me the craziest story that happened. She's like, there was like a swimming pool installment, like it's a museum, right? So they have a museum installment for the swimming pool. Anyways, you'll see it when you're there. And she's like, Vin Diesel just kept getting closer and closer, and he was so drunk, he kept closer and closer and closer. And next thing you know, he just tosses his drink thinking it's a swimming pool, but it wasn't. It was plexiglass. So the plexiglass smashed. It was
drink
like a
went
huge
everywhere.
ordeal. It was a disaster, apparently.
That is 100% gonna happen at your wedding. 100%.
So my biggest worry at my wedding when we were doing the first walkthrough, I'm like, okay, like what's insurance like, this, that, because cocktail hour is inside the museum, and when we were there, it was Van Gogh. So I'm like, okay, sorry, it was John Michael Basquiat. Never mind.
No,
So
full disclosure, I have no fucking clue who John Michael Basquiat is.
King
Full
of New
fucking
York.
discord. Van Gogh, I heard about him in fucking elementary school. He's nice.
Anyways,
I'll buy a
retard.
couple of his paintings.
But
John Michael fucking
yeah,
Basquiat.
if they're not Lebanese, if they're not Selma
If it's not
Hayek,
fucking
you don't know.
Muhammad Ali ibn Hussein, I don't know who the fuck he is. I don't know.
So there was this Jesus like sculpture there, and I'm like, okay, what happens like when one of these things break? And they're like, why would they break? I'm like, well, I have a friend named. I legit said this real life.
We're live, by the way. We're live.
I said, I have this friend named Crystal, and Lily can testify to this. I'm like, he is gonna be sitting on top of Jesus' shoulders by the end of the cocktail hour.
It's facts. It's facts.
So they gave me the higher.
You
premium.
tell me what I need to do at your wedding. I'll get it done.
Don't do anything.
Nothing?
No.
At all?
No.
What do I wear?
Don't give a speech again, by the way.
I'm right after Dooman, I'm going up. Right after Dooman, I'm going up. I need 18 minutes. That's all I need. That's all I need. I can't wait.
It's gonna be good. Anyways, that was a little snippet.
Yeah, we're gonna cut that out, put that back in. All the OnlyFans stuff, we'll get that out.
Let me tell you another story. I'm kidding. I'm
No,
done.
we're good. We're done. Ed Sheeran's waiting for us. This is the hardest I've worked all week, to be honest. Let me give it. Let's get, what kind of outro song should we get? What kind of outro song?
Why don't we do a Depke?
Yeah, let's do it. Well, you have no idea how to dubki, but let me run this anyway. Put on the loudspeaker.